Libra, welcome to you. This is your tarot reading for the month of July, coming to you from the mountains of Java. And I really hope that you get something useful from this, Libra. I really do. Libra. So I'm looking for Curate's Egg. We've been getting those for July. If you look at that middle card there, the Queen of Cups, now that energy runs throughout. It's a very loving energy, an energy of somebody who loves everybody and people love, but maybe an energy of somebody who gets taken advantage of. I go to the bottom right and we have the Hierophant. It often suggests to me following a formal religion, but it could simply be following something that's sort of tried and tested, a little bit conservative. Now that was your recent past. And now we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is many opportunities, but maybe not all of them are what they seem. Your future energy is the Three of Swords, which means a broken heart. So certainly, well, there's a movement to that, isn't there? There's a movement to that you've got these opportunities. Not all of them are what they seem. And maybe that does break your heart. The energy impacting on the outcome is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, I mean, she's a likeable queen, like the Queen of Cups. But she's a firm but fair queen. She's a queen of boundaries. Maybe that's important. Now, that's the energy that impacts on the outcome. The energy that would change or reduce the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles, which is almost certainly financial blessings. But the other thing that I do note about it is that she's by herself. So maybe there's something in that, because there's that broken heart there. I mean, I'm not sure at this moment what this entire reading's about, but we'll see. And then the final card is the card of Temperance. Now, this could be about you leading a more temperate life. It could well be that. Or it could be about you taking a middle ground, seeing the other side. So there's much that we don't know at this moment. We're going to have to look at each card individually. But look, if you do get something out of this, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, hit the like button, and pass a comment, because all of these things help me. So thank you very much in anticipation. You may well be asking, why from Java? What's important about tarot from Java? And the truth is, there is nothing so important about tarot from Java. Simply that here in Java, we have many different spirits who will come to help in your tarot reading. It'll probably put a different reflection on things. For example, the spirits here are less likely to be concerned about love and finances, despite people in Java being every bit as interested in these things as the rest of us. But maybe the spirits are trying to tell us something else. Now I'll be using probably 2 decks, but out of 3 decks. So the first deck is Tarot Nusantara. The second deck is the Steampunk deck. And the third deck is the Light Visions Tarot. Tarot Nusantara is actually a new one to me, which I love. Whereas the Light Visions, I've struggled with as a result of the rendering. Although I think I'll grow into it, I will keep using it and coming back to it. You can see on all of them, I'm using quite a lot of salt, and that's to clear the energy and the spirits from them. Something that I do fairly regularly with my tarot. And I also, you'll see a number of Jimat there that I use just to bring a good energy to the tarot and to my reading. Perhaps the most important mystical object we use in Java is the kris, the curly knife that you can see that I've placed across both decks. Kris are very important for bringing the spirits to work on any object here in Java. I call on the spirits of the mountain to assist me in shuffling the cards, in selecting the right cards and interpret them correctly for Libra for July 2022. So Libra, as we've said, this first card, which is the energy that runs throughout the entire reading, is the Queen of Cups. Now, she is a lovely person. She really is. She loves everybody. She gives unconditional love. But she wants to be loved back. And, you know, many people do love her. She is just such a genuinely lovely person. And certainly for the last reading, which was Leo, what this signified is that people see this as weakness and people take advantage of you. Now, I don't know if that's what we're to read into this at this stage. You look at the card, she's sitting on her throne, she's dressed in a finery, she's got that cup in her hand, so it's all about love, all about being absolutely loving. She's sitting on the seashore, but is the tide coming in? If so, that could be danger for her, couldn't it? As I say, we don't know just yet. I don't want to jump to too many conclusions. Now, the past energy is that of the Hierophant. And I quite honestly can't see how this fits into this reading, and certainly not at this moment. So it might mean more to you than to me. I'd associate it with taking up formal religion. But it could also be following a more conservative line, following a tried and tested line. You can see those two people there underneath the guru, taking almost instruction from the guru. It's got an ecumenical feel to it, but these cards do. So I'm not sure what it means for you. As I say, you probably understand it better than me. Maybe you did turn to formal religion, and maybe that does impact on the other parts of the reading. But as I say, I don't really know how, and maybe you know more than I. And your current energy is the Nine of Cups. Now, it's not necessarily a bad card. I mean, it means that you've got plenty of opportunities. Are these opportunities about love? Because the Queen of Cups would suggest it could be about love. The next card is a broken heart, which maybe suggests love. So I don't know, it could be. Maybe you've got many opportunities in love. There's many people that like you and you like them. But not all of them are what they seem. So if you look at the card, there's those cups there, and it'd be very nice to receive a cup with a temple in it, maybe with that horseshoe in it. But you wouldn't want one with a snake in it, would you? No. I mean, often when this is associated with money, and there is one indication that it could be about money in this reading, it would be that some of the opportunities or investments are not good. In fact, some could be very bad. But I've got the feeling that this reading might be about love. And now, Libra, we have the Three of Swords, which is the Broken Heart card, which is what makes me think that this is about love. I mean, of course, it could simply be friendships, but it does feel as though it's about people. I mean, it may be that you've made an investment and that breaks your heart. I don't know. It's only a minor arcana, it's only a 3, it's something you should get over quite quickly. Or hopefully you will. We don't always. I know, I probably went 30 years of my life with something of a broken heart, you know. So I can't promise you'll get over it quickly, but you should do. As I say, it's a minor arcana. So it does feel that maybe there was love, or maybe it was just a friendship, but something went wrong with it. So you picked the wrong one, as it were. That's how it feels to me. I mean, you look at the card, well, there's a heart with 3 swords through it. There's no mistaking what it means, is there? No, unfortunately. And Libra, the Energy impacting on the outcome is the Queen of Swords. Now, she's a lovely queen as well. She is. And in fact, of course, when you juxtaposition her with the Queen of Hearts, this is very important because of the difference is she's a firm but fair queen. People do like her. They like her for her fairness. But she's very firm. And you look at her, she's got that sword held up there. I mean, she looks a charming, lovely queen, and people think she is charming and lovely. But there could be a sting in her tail. I see it as about setting boundaries, which does suggest you've been taken advantage of. And this doesn't chronologically necessarily come before the broken heart. So maybe you set boundaries and the people didn't like it, and that caused them to leave you. I don't know. But are these actually boundaries in love? Is it boundaries in friendship? Or is this about money? It could be, couldn't it? And one of the reasons why I think it could be about money is the card that would change the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles, which is about blessings, but probably financial blessings. Now you look at the card, there's those 9 pentacles which do indicate it's financial. She's in a beautiful garden. There's a Buddhist temple behind her. Those things that look like fly agaric, and a Hindu temple. Those things that look like fly agaric mushrooms aren't. They're actually Balinese umbrellas. Oh, look at that bird on her hand. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's a vineyard as well. So it all looks very beautiful. And I used to think this was a wonderful card until I compared it to the 10. And the big difference is she's by herself. And I wonder if that's what it's telling us, that you need to be by yourself. So maybe it is about love after all. We'll see, despite this being Pentacles. Now the outcome is Temperance. Now it could be about you being more temperate yourself, maybe not drinking so much, or not drinking at all, not smoking, leading a quieter lifestyle maybe. It could be that. But what I think it is, it's about you taking more of a conciliatory middle ground. So, your heart was broken. We've got the Queen of Swords, which is saying putting up boundaries. But it may be saying that you've been wronged. There was the 7 of Cups there, so not everything is as it seems. You were wronged, but it's really saying, well, put up boundaries now. Don't let that happen again. But maybe forgive and try and see the other point of view. Maybe that's what it's saying. Does the card tell us anything? Well, tipping out the wine, so that would be more of the traditional view of temperance, wouldn't it? She's got wings, hasn't she? She's angelic. It's calling on you to be more angelic, which would be the sort of forgive and forget type of thing, isn't it? I think we need some clarification. So I'm going to see clarification on this broken heart. And the first card we get is the Sun card. I thought it was the Lovers. It's not. It's the Sun. Blessings. Of course, 7 of Cups. Many opportunities, but not all are what they seem. Then we have the 5 of Wands, which is about conflict, but that's more about people pulling in different ways because of your vision maybe hasn't been explained to them or not communicating. And then we have the Moon, which is the card of the unknown. I don't think this reading's seeming so bad now after this. I just said I don't think this reading's seeming so bad, and part of the reason is we have this Sun card here. And the Sun card is real blessings. Happiness indeed, happiness. So I think you had this choice. I think it probably is about love, and you chose somebody, and the person you chose seemed absolutely perfect. You look at the card, there they are dancing together. couldn't be happier. Scotty dog down by their feet, not teeth. Sunflowers growing and the sun in the sky beaming down on them, blessing them with happiness, blessing them with joy. So it certainly felt very good at the beginning. Yeah, and then it led to a broken heart. Now, Libra, you're probably saying what went wrong. And I think what went wrong, we're told now, it's the Five of Wands card. And that is a card of conflict, but it's a conflict of people pulling in different directions. People are trying to achieve something, but they're trying to achieve it in different ways. So let's go with this being new love, because that's what it does feel like. And yeah, you were very much in love, but maybe you were very different people. And you have very different ways of doing things. And instead of really discussing them, you're both trying to do it your own way without really talking about what you're trying to achieve and why. Because it's not necessarily one of the other person trying to outdo you or to purposely dob you in. No, it's just different perceptions. So going back to that Seven of Cups card, that not everything is what it seems. So I think one of these, I think it is about love. One of these love opportunities that you've taken, they seemed perfect for you, but as you got to know them, there were big differences between you. Now, I'm not certain that these differences are unresolvable. In fact, if you remember the outcome as temperance, if you take a more conciliatory attitude, I'm sure they can be resolved. Now, I think confirming my view of things is this moon card. So we've had the sun card, which is these wonderful blessings, this wonderful happiness. And now we have the moon, which is the unknown and fear. So what I think it is that you found someone, they seemed perfect for you. Then little conflicts began to occur, and now you're worried. Oh my God, are they completely different to the person I thought they were? And that's making it worse. Now this is confirming a broken heart, but I've just got this feeling that I was right. The broken heart isn't something that has to last. You look at the card, well, the lobster's crawling on this one. I'm not certain if it's going to the sea or coming out of the sea, but on other renderings it's definitely coming out of the sea. Now I don't know if lobsters spawn upriver. I doubt it somehow. It's past those two animals. One's a dog, so it's worried about danger. But the moon looks rather nice. It's illuminating what looks to be a nice place it's going to. So I think it's more about your fears, more about your own trepidation than anything else. So let's summarise for you, Libra. Libra, I've gone through this reading. I'm assuming it's about love, but it could be about friendship. It could even be about business ventures or money. But I think it's about love. And in your recent past, we have what looks to be you taking up formal religion. But it could be just a more conservative way of doing things. And we've not really bottomed that out. Probably means more to you than it does to me. But your current energy is one of opportunities. Now, I think this is different opportunities in love. And not all are quite what you think they are. Now, I don't think that even... I thought maybe you chose the wrong option. I'm not certain that you do. I think you choose an option that maybe has a few problems associated with it. But I think you do choose a new love. I think that's what it's about. Because you're a very loving person and you're somebody that needs to be loved. But it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. At first it seemed brilliant. At first it seemed like you'd met the love of your life, you were so happy, like the sun was shining down on you both, everything was absolutely perfect. But what goes wrong is that you have different ways of doing things. Yeah, you have different ways of doing things, and you don't really communicate. In fact, what you probably haven't done is set boundaries. Boundaries on what you find acceptable. And, maybe by the same token, they need to set boundaries on what they find acceptable. But it's led you, it does break your heart, but I don't think it lasts. And it's more of a psychological thing. You're more worried about, oh my God, how bad is this going to get? Than really, things are terrible, my heart is broken. But, your heart could be broken and you could stick with that. Now, the thing that would change everything is, I think, you deciding to be by yourself. I think that's what it's about. You deciding, no, I'm going to be by myself. And you're still going to have many blessings, but maybe not the blessing of love, which I think is what you crave for. And if you don't do that, if you decide to set boundaries, then the universe wants you to be more conciliatory, more compassionate. So it is sort of suggesting that this could all work out if you wanted it to. But it's about boundaries, it's about talking things through. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed Tarot from Java as an addition to my channel, The Magic of Java. Please take a look at the other videos that I have on this channel about magic from Java, and I hope that you will become a subscriber. Now, if you want to hear your next tarot reading, hit the button, and that will inform you of when I publish new readings. I'm certainly going to do a reading for every month, but maybe I will try them a bit more frequently, say a mid-month reading, and maybe also some special readings. But above all, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you, and enjoy Java.